Hello, I'm Travis Norman with Hampton Golf. I'm Executive Vice President and have been with the company for over 20 years. I'm excited today to speak to you about the Hampton Golf Guiding Principles. The Hampton Golf Guiding Principles are comprised of 5 basic values. Number 1, be safe. 2, be fun. 3, be present. 4, be positive. And 5, be valuable. We commonly refer to them as the 5 Bs. Over the next several segments, you will learn about the 5 Bs and the importance of them to the culture of our company and our well-being and our entire team having fun together. So I'm excited to share it with you, and stay tuned. Be safe. At Hampton Golf, our number 1 priority is the safety of our team members. Your well-being is our biggest concern. Be safe is the number 1 principle and value within our Hampton Golf Guiding Principles, and we want it to be your number 1 thought before performing any task. So whether it's a dangerous piece of machinery you're getting on or something as simple as grabbing ice, you know the potential dangers. We want you to stop, look, and listen for those dangers and make sure that we accomplish safety as a group. Recently, I was at a property in Central Florida and I saw a really neat idea. In the break room of a turf care management facility, they had "I am safe for" written on picture frames, and they each brought in a picture of their loved ones, and it was their friends, family, loved ones, and they put them in these frames. And to me, it resonated because we're all safe for not only ourselves, but also our family and loved ones, and also the guests of each one of our properties. So safety is our number 1 priority. Again, stop, look, and listen. Your safety is our priority. Be fun, another Hampton Golf Guiding Principle. Remember, our guests are coming to us to relax, enjoy themselves, and ultimately have fun. We are in the hospitality business. It's entertainment, and you have to look at it that way. So I want you to not only have fun with your team members, but also engage our guests and connect with them by having fun with them too. Another thing to think about is your, so to speak, work-life balance that you hear a lot about. You have to earn. It's a part of life. And a lot of times people view it differently, but we want you to have fun so that it's not this negative portion of the overall pie of your life. So when you come to work, have a little fun. It's a part of life. Enjoy yourself. Remember, be fun. Be present. My personal favorite Hampton Golf Guiding Principle. It was my favorite when we introduced it through the FISH program, and it's my favorite today. Being present is a critical part of not only your professional life, but also your personal life. And I'm going to give you a couple examples of that. Being present is a very powerful tool. When you look at somebody and you listen to them and you are completely understanding what they are saying and you are comprehending and you're not cluttering your mind with other thoughts, you are truly present with that person. It is a very attractive trait. Not everybody listens. In fact, a majority of people do not listen or are present. Most of the times in your transactions between any human being is somebody's talking to you and you're thinking about the next step, something else, maybe even your response to that individual, but you're not truly present. And it's really an art. You're not going to hear me say a few words or read a book and immediately be present. It is a matter of putting your reps in. Everybody knows who Tiger Woods is. Tiger, at the peak of his career, he talked about putting his reps in and practicing and practicing and practicing. And being present, if you're aware when you're not present and when you are present, at least you're aware. And you can focus on being more present in your interactions. And what I mean by professional is when you interact with a guest and you're thinking about clearing that table or what chef just said to you or what your general manager just spoke to you about, and you're not completely present with that guest, what's happening is they feel like you're not focused on them and therefore ultimately not important. But when you're engaged, you ask an additional question because you truly want to understand where they're coming from. You're being present, and that is a very attractive trait, and you're actually connecting with your guest when that happens. So that's the professional side. Now let's talk about the personal side. I've been married for 17 years. I just recently, the past 7 years, we've introduced Tristan, my 7-year-old son, who is what we call completed our tripod. Tiffany and I were high school sweethearts, and before Tristan, every Wednesday night we would go to this little hole-in-the-wall Thai restaurant in Jacksonville, Florida. And we'd sit down and we'd order the same food. She'd order amazing on heat number 2. I'd order amazing chicken on heat number 4. We'd get the same bottle of white wine. We'd be seated in the same place. The same hostess would wait for us to arrive and then take us to a table. And immediately when I sat down, my mind would go crazy. I'd think, why did I get seated next to the kitchen? It's so loud. Why did they just seat this other couple next to us? We were trying to have a conversation. Why is the chicken taking so long to get out? How come the wine wasn't chilled? How many seats are in here? Beyond. And ultimately, I wasn't present with my wife. And what I would tell you is if you had asked me about my relationship and whether or not I was present before realizing and getting educated on truly being present with people, I would tell you I was at a 12. I would tell you, high school sweetheart, I couldn't ask for a better partner in life, and that if I were present, of course I was present. There's no way I'm not present. I have to be present with my wife, or how else could I have a successful marriage and partnership in life? So the moment I realized I wasn't, and I got to another Wednesday evening at a little Thai restaurant in Jacksonville, again, a little hole in the wall, I can't emphasize that enough. I decided that evening I was going to be present. And I looked at Tiffany, and instead of the conversation, how was your day, how was your day? And when she spoke, it sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher, wah, 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 wah. It didn't, I wasn't present. I realized I wasn't listening. I was here, not here. I practiced that evening. I decided that this principle was something I wanted in my life, and I felt it would be important. And I asked Tiffany, who is in liver transplant, a very critical unit of the Mayo Clinic, I asked her about her day. And when I listened, it spawned the next question. And then I asked her the next question, and I asked her the next question, because I truly didn't understand. She's probably told me this 100 times throughout our marriage, but I finally listened, and I finally understood what she was saying to me, and I investigated because I was present, and my head was cleared, and I didn't know. And she had no idea. I was reading books and trying to find principles and so forth, and the next day she woke up and she said to me, you know, last night's dinner, which traditionally took about 45 minutes, that night took about an hour and a half to almost 2 hours. She said, last night's dinner was the best dinner I think we've ever had together. Now, mind you, this is in the same little hole-in-the-wall restaurant. We've eaten at some pretty good restaurants in different areas that I would consider a much better dining experience, but the importance of being present with people was very clear to me, that it was a powerful tool, and it's something that needs to be instituted into our company. And it's not only beneficial from the professional side, it's the personal side. You know, be present with your loved ones and people you interact. It's a very unique trait, and people love to see it and are very attracted to it. So be present. I can't emphasize it enough. It's very important to me. I hope it's important to you. Thank you. Be positive. Another Hampton Golf guiding principle. Another very important Hampton Golf guiding principle. Being positive is something that, again, takes practice. It takes rhythm. It takes reps. You have to keep working at it to make it happen. Remember this, negative things happen to all people. I think sometimes we look at ourselves and we look at others and we go, oh, well, that person's got it great. You never know what's really happening in another person's life. But we all have issues. We all have loved ones with health issues. We all have financial issues. We all have car trouble, you know, big or small. We all have what I consider to be white noise around us. It's a part of life. Negative things happen on a constant basis. You choosing your attitude and being positive is a choice. And I really want you to think about what I'm expressing to you right now. It's your choice. When the tires go flat or health issues arise, it seems catastrophic. But prospectively, is it? I mean, if you have a roof over your head and you're eating and you have your loved ones and you have other things, think about it through perspective, because being positive is not an easy thing to do. In fact, a lot of people will want to try to pull you into things such as the news, negative things that are happening with the news, catastrophic things gonna happen with the weather. Everybody wants to pull you in with negativity. Be positive, avoid those things, avoid those discussions, and focus on the things that are positive in your life. And when those choices arise, and when the opportunity arises for you to make those choices, be positive. You're not going to get anywhere being negative and worrying. You have to be positive, and through positive thinking and reacting, you will find more positive things will happen to you, not only professionally, but also personally. So be positive. Be valuable, our last Hampton Golf guiding principle, and one of the newest ones brought to our company culture in the transition from fish to our Hampton Golf guiding principles. It's a very important guiding principle in the sense that every one of you are a contributor to the value we bring to our clients, to the value we bring to our guests who come on property and pay lots of money to be there with us. You are a contributor to that. So I want you to understand that it's our responsibility to create that value for our clients, owners, guests. It's critically important. There's a lot of ideas that could bring even further value out there that if not shared, we'll never discover. I can't tell you throughout the years how many great ideas we have stumbled into through great team members in different departments that said, if you just did it this way, we could be this, or we could get to this level. And it is absolutely a part of our being today and our Hampton Golf standards and what we do. So be vocal. Make sure that you understand there is a goal here and an obligation to clients and owners and beyond. So I want you to know that this is still a for-profit business. Each one of the assets that you're at or properties that you're at, and we have an obligation. But if we do the other things we talked about holistically and do the 5 Bs, we're bringing value by doing so. But don't forget, your ideas are extremely important into the growth and betterment of this company and bringing value to the company. So there you have it, the Hampton Golf guiding principles, or what we lovingly refer to as the 5 Bs. Be safe, be fun, be present, be positive, and be valuable. Very important elements in providing gracious hospitality, which is what we do at Hampton Golf. If you can't remember those 5 values after this first introductory video, we ask that you carry your Hampton Golf Credo card. It has the values inside, and it's a great learning tool. Thank you for taking the time today, and most importantly, thank you for being a Hampton Golf team member.